Hello? Hi! Welcome to the stream, you guys! Apologies for the delay. My body had other plans before I went live. I had to use the bathroom. Oh, I hope everyone's having an awesome Friday so far, which means it's kind of, sort of, pseudo the weekend. Sort of the weekend. Dude, I'm so excited to just relax, stretch my paws, and get a couple extra winks in. Speaking of relaxing, the Bonbon got me some soup, and he also got me a boba, except this time I didn't get the usual tapioca pearls. This time I got what they call crystal boba, because it's all they had at the time, so I tried it, and they explode! They explode in your face! It's pretty good. It's surprisingly tasty. Thank you guys for your patience. I really, really appreciate it. Hello to Colin and Mr. McGillicuddy and Dante and Enderking. Enderking says, I posted a collage that was meant to be informative. I hope it's okay with the rules about charts. Ooh, we shall see, we shall see. I will do my best to analyze to the best of my ability. It's kind of a Baja Blast in a way if you think about it. Sentinel says, "Hoi, hello, hello and welcome. How are you guys doing today?" I love our first two posts. They are absolutely adorable. The first one we have here is by Haruka. Haruka says, was making outfits in Animal Crossing last night, and that made me want to showcase some of my favorite ones I've made so far. But holy cow, it's tough to only squeeze it down to 6 submissions when I have a drive folder full of outfits I've made in the past. Dude, look at these. This one's really cozy. I love the combination of pink and white. It just makes the whole ensemble feel very cozy, very cozy. Oh, and this one's got a sweater, or not a sweater, wait, what do you call it? It's like a trench coat plus a scarf. Oh my gosh, bonus points for scarf. And then you've got the very cozy leggings here. I love it. Very good choices. Oh, this one's blue and white. Also a very cozy combination of colors. Also, what's the name of this dress? I don't know the name of this dress, but it's very, very cute. Aw, this one's nice too. I think it's a pair of overalls, right? Also, one second. Let me see if I can pop chat up and look at your guys' submissions at the same time. And next, combination of black and pink. Oh my gosh, I love this color combination. It's so cool and cute, and it's pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. Please feel free to send more in the future, though, if you'd like. Oh, this one has a heart in the middle of it, right there. That's super duper cute. I love the sleeves on this, too. Big poofy sleeves, those are my favorite. If you ever want to share more in the future, please go for it, Haruka. I see Haruka in the chat. Yo, what's up? And then Ender King says it's kind of like one of those alignment charts, but for relation dynamics in Pokemon. I think I might be able to piece that together once we see it. Master McGillicuddy says, tired and sore. I'm sorry you're feeling tired and sore. I hope you're able to rest and recover sooner rather than later. Was it because of a workout, or do you think you worked out your muscles because of recent activities? If it is due to muscle fatigue, protein, water, and rest, I'm missing something here. I'm missing something. See, Bond's side of the family, they're all super good at the whole exercise thing. So I've gotten a lot of tips and tricks when it comes to making your muscles stronger and not just letting them like wear and tear out. So I know I'm missing something here. I'll have to ask Bon later. Bon has the memory of an elephant. He never forgets. Ah! The boba! The boba explosion! Haruka says, all of them are custom designs that I found while browsing. Ooh, custom designs. Dude, that's so cool. I've noticed that, yeah, some of the linkages, the titles here are in Japanese, mixed between katakana and maybe kanji. I don't know how to distinguish between the three writing styles, but Bon, I bet if Bon was here right now, he could read this and translate part of it. Would you happen to have any of the codes to these still? Because I do really like this one. This one is like the only, what do you call it? Is the only, I'm trying to come up with the word. What's the word? This style of dress that I would, kimono, is the only kimono I would like to wear in the game. Because the color combinations by default, I'm just kind of meh on. This one's also super cute. I want this, but I want it in pink. Ah, it's so adorable. You did a really good job making these combinations, these outfit pieces. No worries if you can or cannot find them. No pressure either. I just realized I'm sitting way too tall on my chair. There we go. Let's set our butts down and get a little more comfy. There we go. Alright, next up we've got a post from Sentinel saying, hey Sohma, on a scale of 1 to 10, is this you? Absolutely, I have this picture saved on my phone. I'm either yapping or napping. There is no in between. Apparently, Bon came in the room earlier when I was still taking a nap, and I gave one angry snore. So he's like, oh, and he took off. And I'm all like, well, you know, when you're deep in the snooze, everyone else might lose. The bed is now my domain. Trespass if you dare. The popping boba is weird. Also, this is super duper cute. I love this. I love this so very much. Ah, yes, and we have the source link. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick for you guys, if you want to see where this came from. Yep, kimono was the word I was looking for. Correctamundo, Sentinel. Ah, I see that I'm bringing to mind Terzi for you once more, ENRGEE. I see. Alrighties. Next up, we've got some Digimon art, and it is super duper cute, and I'm gonna grab these links and share them with you guys. This is Gatomon, which, you know, is a bit on the nose because Gato translates directly to cat. Here's the first one. I love her giant claws. Very big claws. Mr. McGillicuddy says, sorry, I had to go AFK. And the reason I'm tired and sore is because I woke up in a position. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Did you Rubik's Cube yourself? Oh no. I hate it when I sleep on my arm in my sleep and then I wake up and it feels like it's just all ouchy and I'm like, dude. Sleep is supposed to equal profit. By profit, I mean you're supposed to feel rejuvenated. Like, all better, right? Not supposed to wake up all achy and ouchy. Talk about rigging the system. Or in this case, your nervous system, eh? I need to stop drinking this boba. It's pretty good, though. But it's weird. There's the boba that explodes, and when it explodes, there's like a liquid inside already. And it's got a totally different taste composition to that of the drink. Alright, Gatomon. Cute, adorable cat. Would hug and adopt. They're very cute! They've got big old eyes and big old ears and big old claws. They got big old everything. I love them. Ooh, this one's fluffy. This one's a fluffy Gatomon. Oh, I really like the artist art style here. Very cute. Very, very cute. Then I go here, and then I'll post the source link for you guys if you want to check it out. There you go. Wait, what? In this picture, it looks like she's pulling down the paw sleeve, which is implicative that there are paws underneath the gloves. What would Gatomon look like without the gloves? I wonder. It makes me very curious. And then next up, we've got a third Gatomon. Oh, this is really cute and really well done too. Very clean. I love all the purple because Gatomon is very purple. And let me grab the source link. And here you guys go. This is really, really cute. I like all the effects in the background too. Look at the paws and the foot and the Why are they so adorable? They've got them skitty ears, if you know what I'm talking about. There, it's got the 3 fluffs at the end of the ear. Oh, and it just adds to the overall cuteness. Tempted to drink more boba. Must resist. Must resist. The call of the boba is strong. And next up, we've got some art from Sarah. Sarah says, look, it looks like Emily borrowed some of your 3 a.m. zoomies. Thank you! I appreciate you taking some of the zoomies. Also, their zoomies looks adorable. Look at them go. Look at their feet. They are zooming. They're zooming. They're zooming. But to where? Dude, 3 a.m. zoomies are so real. So real that they keep me up at night. If you want to have them, you can take them. Trust me. You're doing me a favor if you do. I love the way you drew Emily's mouth right here. It's like a fluffy cat mouth. It's cute. Fluffin' adorable. I'm gonna have to agree with Sentinel here, Sarah. Your art is always super adorable, right? And Sarah says, I actually made an updated version. That's a little cuter. Unfortunately, I can't swap out the images, so I apologize for... Nope, you are all good. No apologies needed. I totally understand. I love this. This is so cute. Also, with the text, as it goes from tiny to bigger, it's like the sound is also transforming. Oh, this is super cute. You know, I like both versions, but I like this one too. Seriously, great work, Sarah. Sweet. Kawaii. Okay, I'm going to have one sip of boba. The addiction is real. Colin says, running like classic Sonic. They got them speed feats. You know when you run so fast that your toe beans turn into like treadmill tracks, or what do you call those? Like the bottom, the treads of a tank. It's definitely a Western style thing. But the way Sarah did it looks super adorable and cute. Next up, we have a post from Sentinel. Oh wait, I missed this part that Sarah said. Sarah says her beans are very squeaky, so it's canon that she makes clown shoe noises wherever she goes. Oh, that's adorable. So I imagine she's bad at sneaking a midnight snack from the fridge. Sneak missions would be a bust. But they'd be so adorable. Too cute. Then next up from Sentinel, we've got a post saying, here are some fan creations from the fans of the game Dispatch, including a beef plushie. Look how cute it is. Oh my gosh. There's too much adorabilities in this stream alone. We must remain strong. And by remaining strong, I am going to send you guys a link to this one. It's the beef. Look at that mile long stare. This face right here. The tongue blub. The tongue blub is too much again. There are no thoughts in that head. Relatable, honestly. It's really well done. They got the color, they've got the tongue, they did the eyebrows. So very expressive, and yet empty wind noises for the queenie. I just want a pet. Let me pet. Oh, too cute. And Sentinel says, and for the final submission, a video game character that I think you'll find some kinship with. This is Fika, aka Jetpack Cat. She's an adorable and smart kitty who flies around on a custom-made jetpack. She can shoot projectiles that heal allies and hurt enemies. She also has a grapple beam that lifts up allies and moves them around the map. She's one of the 5 new heroes added to the game Overwatch. Oh, it's so cute! Look at them! They own that device. That is I can't word. I can't do the words. It's too cute. Sohma.exe has stopped functioning due to cuteness overload. Oh, it's so cute. I'll take 10. 20? Look at them. If you lose to this cat, do players get pretty salty about it? Also, little details I love. Right here, where the bullets come out, I think this is like some kind of gun. It's a paw! And so is this one! I love design details like that. I'm always striving to include that whenever I make a new design for Sohma. It's too adorable! If Overwatch was a game I would be into, I would totally pick it up for this cat and this cat alone. But FPSs are not my cup of tea, sadly. Wheels of Steel says, hey Sohma, hi there. I'm glad you like the Gatchaman plushie. Wait, there was a plushie? Which one was a plushie? I saw many art marks. Although some of them were so cute they might as well be classified as a plush. Sentinel says, glad you love my submissions. Also, yes, she can fly all over the map. So when the players lose her, they get salty. Cry about it. The world belongs to the cats now. It's the cat's world. Y'all's just living in it. Aw, man, my boba's almost run out. Come back to me. Don't you hate it when you're eating a really good food or drinking one of your favorite drinks and you realize you're about to run out and you're like, no, come back to me. You're not supposed to go away. No, cat's world. I do not concur. What's the opposite of concur? I respectfully disagree. It is the cat's world because cats eat bugs. I don't eat bugs. No bug world. Dude, the other day I was scrolling across like the internets and looking up cat pictures, and then I found a picture of a really big centipede and I got really scared and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was supposed to be sleeping at that time. And I was like, okay, what is this bug? So I did some research, I looked at the thread, and I was like, what is this bug? I'm not going to show it just in case, you know, some people may be a little less spooked out by bugs. I don't want you guys to get spooked out either, so this is a comfy stream. Comfy. Okay, but yeah, I saw a picture of it and it was like, this is a house centipede. And I'm like, whoa, you can't tell me that. We get house centipedes where I live. They're not supposed to be that big. They're not supposed to look like they formed mass and have. And I kept reading the thread, and they're like, yeah, I got one of those once. I could hear it tapping on the walls, and I'm like, oh my god. Bugs are not supposed to make sound. At that point, they are too big, and my house is now forfeit to the bug. I've seen a couple of things of Australia bugs, and they're all nightmare fuel. You'd think the heat in Australia would have, taken care of most of the bug residents, but sadly, no. They're a lot tougher than they look. Everything in Australia is much tougher than it looks. Ooh. Yeah, I was just shaking in my bed under a blanket like, bugs, no. What I learned about that house centipede was the higher the kill count, the longer and bigger a house centipede can grow. The ones I've seen here are much smaller. They're like, at the biggest I've seen them is like maybe the size of one finger. That's not too bad. I can sort of handle that. I still get really, really scared. Yeah, no bugs, only cats. Thank you, Sentinel. I appreciate that. Back to comfy energy we go. I mean, look at this face. Oh, no bugs here as far as I can tell, at least for the moment. And Sentinel says, that's my third submission, right? Thank you guys for always being so mindful of the rules. We really appreciate it. We want to make this as fair for each and every coffee bean as possible. And Mr. McGillicuddy posts, credit to Martin on Printables for making the model file. My first big project where I printed and assembled all of the parts. The Normandy SR2 from Mass Effect 3. This took a lot of work, including sanding, cutting, heating, and gluing. Hope you all enjoy. Dude, that looks super cool. Look at all the details here. Oh, and you got the name on it too. It looks cool. Dude, I love the colors between the black, the blue, and the white. Ah, it's got such a modern feel to it, which, like, if not for spacecraft, being all spacey and stuff. Space. And speaking of space, I've picked up Planet Crafters again just for funsies. New old addiction has returned. You guys ever pick up a game you've played before and then get totally hooked on it all over again? You can't put it down the controller? How long did this take you to make, Mr. McGillicuddy? I imagine it was quite the project. And next up, we've got a post from Imma, a picture of Luna, Princess Luna from My Little Pony, on top of a heart. Cute. Let me grab that link for you guys. If you guys ever want to check out the artworks, you may via here. Little bro says, hey, big sis, is that the Normandy? You would be correct. Let me just go back to that real quick. That is correct. That is the Normandy. You recognize it. Why am I not surprised? Sentinel says, Sohma wants a jetpack cat plushie and she wants the entire stock. Yes. Yes, I do. I could take the one with the cat or just the jetpack. Can I be on the jetpack? I want to be on a jet. I just want jetpacks. And Mr. McGillicuddy says, I was a big fan of the original Mass Effect Normandy. Part of me too. A few days. Oh, it took you a few days to print out and a few more hours to assemble. Ah, I can imagine. Yeah. The printing must have taken a really long period of time. The wait must have been like, oh my gosh. Like, you're sitting here waiting for your 3D model to print. And you're like super duper excited, right? And it's like, okay, one more inch and it's done. Hello, Thunder Dragon, and welcome to the stream. And Bills of Steel says, I figured that one was appropriate considering it was Valentine's Day. And I feel like that will be you when it comes to Bond. Ta, you're not wrong. But when it comes to just the overall warm and fuzzies in our tummies, we had a very wonderful Valentine's Day. We kind of made it a two-parter because we wanted to hit up the theaters and watch Iron Lung, but we didn't want to go on a day where everybody else had the same idea, and we didn't want to go to a crowded theater. We wanted to go when no one else really thought about going. So we did that on Monday. Not on Saturday, but on the Monday. Yes. And let me tell you, Iron Lung did not disappoint. It's a good movie. It's very artfully done. It's one of those, be patient and the payoff is really, really good. Very spooky. Bon ended up telling his coworkers that I got scared of the movies. I'm like, you're not wrong, but it was still a really good watch. And the little bro says, I still need to get you to try Mass Effect. Maybe at least Mass Effect 2? I'll talk to you about that later on the sidebar, Big Sis. Go for it, please. Let me know what it's about, without too much spoilers, of course. And the Grey Owl says, my space Russian wife calls to me as well. Space Russian wife. That sounds like an adventure and a half. I don't get the reference, if it's a reference. Is it a reference? Or is it literal? Ender King says, was the audio cutting out on your viewing too? Or was my theater just glitchy? I've heard a lot of people had like audio problems with their theater setup. For mine, during certain cutscenes, it was a little difficult to make out some of the voices, plural. But overall, the sound was okay. I just kind of felt like the audio could have been bumped up a little bit louder because it's like, come on guys, we're at the theaters. Of course we should have the sound nice and loud and jaboom booms. Gotta make it really loud, nice and loud for my ears. But I wouldn't say it was glitchy. Was it glitchy for you, Ender King? If so, I'm so sorry. Because the movie's actually really flippin' good. And I was going, after I watched the movie, I was going all over YouTube, seeing what videos I could catch up on. I went back and I watched Markiplier's playthrough of Iron Lung. And his movie adaptation is a faithful retelling of the game. It's very faithful. You know, with some creative stretches here and there. Grail says, reference to one of the romance options in the Mass Effect trilogy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I definitely have a lot to learn when it comes to the Mass Effect trilogy. Ender King says, every half an hour or so, the sound would randomly mute midline. You guys deserve a discount or a refund at the very least. I heard that wasn't, unfortunately, that wasn't so much a fault on the it was just some theaters didn't get the right files. Something or other to that effect. Or so I've heard. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad on our end. I didn't notice any weird hiccups. The storytelling got a little abstract. Bon had different interpretations than I did. And when he told me his interpretation of certain scenes, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That just adds more flavor and spookiness to the overall concept of what happened. Oh my gosh. Bills of Steel says, in regards to the image, I just picture Luna saying, the love has been doubled. That's adorable. Has been adore-doubled. And Little Bro says, I'll get you up to speed on Mass Effect later. But yeah, Iron Lung movie made me cry near the end. Dude, you too? You too? For me, I couldn't unstick the idea that the character that we were watching and Mark wasn't the same guy. So yeah, got me a bit there. It's really hard for me to talk about Iron Lung without spoiling Iron Lung, so I'm gonna just cut myself off there, just in case some of you guys still want to watch it, because it's a really, really, really pancake flippin' good movie, but not in the cozy sense. It's very unsettling, and it drags for the first half of the film, but intentionally to really show you, to build up the emotional dread and to play with their sensory skills. You thought about Outer Wilds too? The Outer Wilds of movies, then. Perhaps. That is very much a possibility. I know that after I saw the movie, I was like, I'm not touching Outer Wilds for a minute. I'm gonna, nope. Those anglerfish can, unless I have a rocket launcher, those anglerfish do not hold any special place in my heart. Mr. McGillicuddy says, I heard that movie broke Hollywood altogether. Well, good. Because we need change. I think indie developers and, filmmakers should be allowed to create if they have the passion and drive. And that movie making shouldn't be gate-kept, Oh, and if it has anything to do with spoilers for the movie, wait, no. You didn't happen to post an anglerfish picture, did you? We shall see. Moving forward. Next up from Uwaaa, we've got some Sonic art, but this time featuring Tails and Cream. Aw, it's a Valentine's Day picture. It's very cute. You guys will see in a moment. I'm just gonna post the artwork link first, and then I'll zoom in. There it is. That's adorable. Does Cream actually get bangs like this in the future? Like I'm not used to seeing her drawn like this. I've always seen her like the above photo. I've never seen her like this. But obviously they're older now, and oh, it's so cute. I know it's so tropey, but I super duper love getting flowers on Valentine's Day because most days of the year, if I could, I wish I could have flowers inside my home every single day of the year, but that would get really expensive really fast. So, special occasions like this are a great opportunity. There's chat. I lost you guys for a second there. Oh yes, please no spoilers for Outer Wilds, if you guys can help it. Because I do need some incentive to come back to the game. And Mr. McGillicuddy said, which is why I now prefer YouTube. People on here are more crazy, and that draws me in more than movies nowadays. Understandable. We've all got our own flavors. And Wheels of Steel says, the future adult versions of characters are just fan-made. I think it's cute! I like the creativeness behind this. It's adorable! Ender King says, have you ever seen a sundew plant before? The leaves are so colorful the whole plant looks like a flower. No, I haven't. A sundew plant? That sounds like something you'd find in Stardew Valley. Unfortunately, no, I have not seen it yet. I'd like to. Wheels of Steel says, Sohma, I just got this image because I feel like this image described your relationship with Bond. Y'all, you guys are so sweet. Always thinking about us when you see adorable pictures like this. I find that as a very endearing compliment. Thank you. And next up, we've got another Valentine's Day picture, this time featuring Pinkie Pie. Let me give you guys the link. Oh, I accidentally opened the internet's embed files. Oh dear. There you go. There's the link to this picture, and I shall zooms. Candy-coated reminders. Your feelings matter. You belong here. Don't shrink for others. You are enough. This too shall pass. Healing takes time. Honest to goodness, a lot of these hit almost a little too close to home. I think this could be a good reminder for most people, because it's easy to forget these things. Also, very cute art style. I love the way they did the floof. You guys notice the floof on the ends of the hoofs here? Oh my goodness, so fluffy. And on the ear too. Very floofy pony. Ones that hit the hardest for me, in a good way, would be healing takes time, and you are enough. Those are a constant battle. But I will never give up. Next up, we've got submissions from Mr. McGillicuddy here. Here is another version of Omni-Nom. Nom-nom-nom. Omni-nom-nom-nom-nom-nom. Have to do this every time we see the Omni-nom-ni-nom. This time from the Zwart line. Like Omni-Nom Zwart D. The D means defeat. Aw. Like defeat because they are the champion. The version had been infected with a terrible virus, causing it to become a berserker while going rampart and attacking anything in sight. Oh, poor Digimon. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. But his design goes really hard, though. Looks cool. Poor Omni-Nom. Wait, is he just not himself because he's hungry? If we give him a whole sub sandwich, will he go back to his regular Omni-Nom form without the defeat? Wheels of Steel says Adult Tails kind of looks like Bon. What? I heard Bon. I'm freaking out. Let me see this. Maybe a tiny bit. I can see it through the color scheme. Maybe just a little bit. Skoshi dake. Back to Omni-Noms. And next lastly we've got Bronco Lilymon. I love the design of her basically taking up the tough schoolgirl rebel look you see in anime. The other are, Boncho, not Bronco. Where's the R in that? Eyeball's not reading right. There are other Bonchos out there, but from the lore perspective, it seems there is only one Boncho, a reality. They look so cool though. I see the role that you're placing them in, and I can see it. Like a lot of anime has that categorization of tough girls. But I love the tough girl aesthetic. Super cool. Shoulder just mentions Bon Sohma. Where is he? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just love him a lot. Mr. McGillicuddy says, no, the constant going back from sanity and berserk leaves him drained. That makes a lot of sense, which is why he tries to avoid others. Probably because he doesn't want to hurt anybody by accident. Because deep down, Omni-Nom's probably a good boy, huh? Wheels of Steel says, I mean, the ears and tail kind of give me that vibe. I see it. Mr. McGillicuddy says she went from a flower pixie to a rebel. It's like saying, there are two sides to me. One is a wolf, the other is a fairy. Mr. McGillicuddy says she went from a flower pixie to a rebel. That's cool! I like that. I imagine that part of the cloak that they're wearing used to be part of the flower petals from before, like a flower that has bloomed into something brand new and is just as beautiful as ever. Here, let me go ahead and read this. A pixie Digimon draped in a deep crimson Tokofuku jacket. The florid petals from when it was Lilymon have been dyed a dark color, shedding the sweet impression it once had. Boncho Lilymon has the conviction to fight for the weak in the dog-eat-dog digital world and has saved countless lives by assault by fiendish Digimon. Its Tokufuku jacket and the title Boncho are proof of this conviction. Boncho Lilymon has several special moves that utilize its yo-yos. It uses yo-yos. Is that what these green things are? Yeah, these are the yo-yos. Yo. It's yo-yos as weapons. Absolute territory cuts up the enemy along with the very space around them. Nightmare Assemble thrusts the yo-yos at its foe, and the rest gets cut off from there. It's a cool Digimon. I like. Also, the yo-yo aesthetic. I mean, Florigato did a really good job with it, and I imagine Bancho Lilymon can do the same. There's a lot of potential here. ENRGEE says there are two wolves inside you. They both have ADHD. Yeah, that sounds like the ticket I got. Except I'm just two orange cats, dude. I am 2 orange brain cells. With 3 a.m. zoomies and no goals in mind. Nah, I'm a very goal-driven person, actually, when it comes down to it. And I'm starting to rub my eyeballs, so now all of my speech is gone to the clouds. I can't. When I rub my eyeballs, as you guys know, I just cease to function. Alright, let me see what's next up on our Shoot Me Live. Oh, and Mr. McGillicuddy says, also the cloak is part of the bancho look. I see it, because yeah, they always wear like a cloak or some kind of cape, right? Adds the little tough guy aesthetic. Colin says, that's what you get, that's what you, huh? Damn easy, it's me easy. Where'd your message go? Alright, next up, we have a picture from Cookie Gamer, and it's Kirby! My new Kirby, Nendoroid, and Robobot armor has come in and looks so good. In case you don't know, this is from Kirby Planet Robobot for the 3DS. I feel like there was a lot of good titles for the 3DS, and oh my gosh, look how round that boy is. You guys say house circle? That's a lot of circle. Pet the circle. Is orb? It is the friendliest orb that has ever existed in all of humanity's existence. Pet the orb. It's so cute. And this looks like a helmet down here. Huh. Interesting. Colin says that's what you get when you have an energy drink. I wanted to correct. Oh, you guys don't have to worry about typos. I can work the brain cell as hard as I can, and I will eventually figure it out. Grammar or typos or whatever. I will climb these sentence mountains, and I will figure them out. Wilson Steele says Kirby. That's the name you should know. It's just Kirby. When I got to play my very first Kirby game on the Switch, I had the greatest time in my entire gaming career. Cute! Turn around! What is this? Is this the inside of a spaceship? Because this is really cute. Everything is so pink. Everything is so round. Okay, we're not sending Kirby to the Blood Moon, right? We wouldn't do that to him, right? Right, guys? Oh, he's so cute. He's even got little punchy arms. The fact that you can put him in this suit is super cute. That is way too adorable. And yeah, you can see the helmet straps on here. There's like a little branch right here, so you can either have him pose above it or have him wear it. I like that. Ah, this is so cute. There's just so much going on with it. The confidence and adorableness from that little dude's smile makes me feel like anything is possible in this crazy, crazy world. Haruka says, I found and posted the codes in the video games channel. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll look into that later on in my own time. Thank you! I hope it wasn't too much trouble. Wheels of Steel says, I was referencing the theme song to the Kirby anime. I see. Sadly, I have not seen the Kirby anime, so it went right over my head. And ENRGEE says, the final boss fight from that game might as well have been the Blood Moon. Also, wait a second. Where did our Show Me Live go? It's still here, right? You guys can still see Kirby, right? He hasn't fallen into the void, right? Mr. McGillicuddy says, one quick question, Sohma. I want to post another version of Omninom next week, but I want to add 2 Digimon that merge together. Would that up to my total submissions? I think so. I think that's about right. One sec, I'm gonna just try to... Her? I am sitting up on my chair and... Oh, that is very comfy. I always like sitting in an Indian style position on my gaming chair. It just feels good on the legs. Bad on the kneecaps, good on the legs. Hello, Wonder Waffle. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day so far. I keep alt-tabbing out of Discord. I don't have multiple screens activated right now, so I'm working with just one screen. So my computer is fighting for its life as we speak. Let me see something, because I have to alt-tab to see chat. Pop-out chat. Come on, chat. I'm taking you with me. It's been a while since I double-checked everything with the Discord rules. Where did we leave it at? Do you guys remember? I forget sometimes. Also, it looks like we've got some cute stuff via Pokemon. And ENRGEE says, the 4 Homestuck Trolls romance types. Yeah, 4 of them? Ah, I see you're about to show me. Ender says, since it was recently Valentine's Day and we were talking about Nepeta a few Show Me Lives back, I give you Homestuck Troll romance types portrayed by Pokemon character dynamics. I do not understand the definition, although these two usually want to destroy each other between Rayquaza, Groudon, and Kyogre. Is that a love triangle? Of a lot of anger and animosity. And this one's just a little psychotic. just a little. I will leave that to your interpretations. And Grayle posted, been trying to pick up the guitar again. A friend of mine started their journey with Outer Wilds recently, and I figured now was the time to learn Timber Hearth. I can almost play each part separately now, so I think I'm making progress. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Wow. I used to be able to read this kind of like sheeted music before, a long time ago, but not for guitars, but I imagine they're similar to some extent. I used to play the piano. That's cool, dude. I'm very proud of you for giving the guitar a go. And if you ever feel like sharing what you've been able to do, I'm very open to hearing it. You're doing awesome. Keep up the great work. Ah, and ENRGEE says, diamonds equals besties, hearts equals lovey-dovey. I mean, the whole Serena and Ash combo was like the most basic of basic, like, you know, crush-like tropes. I think Serena could do better, but that's just me. Hello, Luna. What's up? Welcome, welcome. And the Grey Owl says, if I can ever get over the nervousness of anyone else hearing what I play, perhaps. I understand that feeling. You can do it, you can do it. I believe, you can do it, you can do it. Go forth and achieve? Do your best, but there's no pressure for you to share if you don't feel comfortable sharing. I totally understand performance anxiety. Am I forgetting something? Brains in Buffertown. No, not go forth and cheese. I meant go forth and achieves. You know, like, achieve your dreams. But you know what? Fluff it, go get cheese. Hey, do you have a favorite kind of cheese? I know I'm going on a food tangent, but I freaking love cheese. Cheese is so good that on Thursday, I ate too much pizza. And it was so good that I got a tummy ache. But I didn't stop. I was like, I can't stop. The pizza's so good. I had 4 Costco slices of pizza. 4 of them! That's too many! Those slices are huge! And Grail says, I've been on a cis kick lately. Surprisingly. Hey, that's a healthy cheese, so you can go ham on that one. And Mr. McGillicuddy says, you really need a command that lets stuff get thrown at you. As much as it might be slightly entertaining for you guys, I would not like to be pelted with things, unless it's food related. You guys can pelt me with knobs. And I did start to work on that before I had to go get surgery. Then I had my brain opened and picked at. Fun fact, do you guys know I have holes in my brain, like actual holes? So whenever I go get an MRI scan and they show it to me, there's like this chasm, and I'm like, is this supposed to look like that? And they're like, yes. That's what they took out. Why is all of that part of my brain highlighted? And they're like, we don't know if that's like crumbs of tumor or if that's just, it can also highlight if your brain is healing. And I'm like, oh, okay, probably, I want to believe it's just healing. I pray it's just healing. And Wilson still says, I'm a pepper jack lover. Ooh, you like it spicy. All my senses get easily overstimulated nowadays, so I can't handle spicy food very well. But I'm gonna try my best to try out something experimental tomorrow. Bon discovered a Himalayan food spot, and he said most of the food there is spicy, but they have some pretty neat deals and food combos available. And I'm like, I'm a foodie deep down at heart. If there's something new to try, I want to try it, even if it's too much for my face. I mean, if I can't eat it, Bon can always eat it for me instead. More food for him in that way. Yes! Give me catfination! I could really use catfination. Pelt me with coffee beans. But not very hard, please. Make it soft. I'll do my best. I'll make sure to always pace myself, because I love spending time with you guys. But I also want to make sure I don't overdo it. Ender King says, you seemed a bit confused about spades and clubs on the romance chart. Can I please infodump about those two? By all means, go for it. Feel free to enlighten us while we still have it up on Discord. Wheels of Steel says, I remember one time where I accidentally ate a ghost pepper. I felt like I was going to die. I did that too. Never again. My stomach, my entire essence of being, was jeopardized in that moment. I didn't even have the actual, you had the actual physical ghost pepper? What is that like? How? You are very brave, Wheels of Steel, very brave. I could never. I could never do something like that. I had a drop of ghost pepper extract, mind you. Bon drank a gallon of milk and passed out that day. Just imagine, in one hand is an empty carton of milk and him just laying on a couch. He was out like a light. Meanwhile, his brother, of course, did it alongside us. In fact, he sprinkled an entire fillet of fish with it and ate it. And I'm like, you are crazy, man. Oh gosh. Talking hurts, breathing hurts, everything hurts. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. And Mr. McGillicuddy says, maybe make that the command. You getting pelted by coffee beans. And I'll make them fluffy too. I'll make the artwork for it so that way, and can we make sound effects so it can make squeaky sounds every time it lands? Is that a thing we could do? But how does one do that when you're only a streamer on YouTube? I think we would have to cross-platform to Twitch in order to make that happen. Colin says, your stomach chooses violence? My stomach chooses life, which is why it does not want the ghost pepper. But yeah, they have a lot of ideas for peltable items, but unfortunately YouTube has its limitations. Rosa Steel says, so you would have a song that goes, it's raining coffee! Yes! Yes! I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, Ender King. Spades equals rivals, so obsessed that it's a borderline romantic. I can see it now with Nimona being there. Got your spades one. I seem to be missing the club. What is the club? What's the club about? Might be a few comments up. Okay, I'm looking for it. I found your one about the spades, but the clubs I'm not seeing. If you could, for my sake, could you? Oh, wait. I think I see it. Clubs equals 2 people who can't get along and a 3rd person who keeps them behaved. Ah, yes. I like the clubs version, especially in anime. Those are fun. Those are very, very fun. I like those. If I miss any of your guys' messages as we go, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep track of several conversations and it gets a little confusing. Ghost of Steel says, Ghost Pepper incident aside, I actually can handle quite a bit of spicy food. One of my favorite wing flavors to get from Buffalo Wild Wings is Golden Fire. Dude, your stomach's built different. How do you do that and not end up with holes in your stomach? Like that always fascinates me. I have a very sensitive tummy, so I have to be careful what I eat. How do you do that? And I can hear you already saying, I don't know, it's just how I am. And I'm like, dude, that's so cool. Spicy food has a fun after effect. Like, sometimes it can give me, like, the zoomies. Sometimes I get the zoomies when I eat spicy food. And I get really excitables. It's like getting hit in the face with a can of coffee. A can of iced coffee, specifically. Or a can of Monster Energy drink. Or Ghost. Or Bang. And Wheels of Steel says, I've literally been drinking hot sauce since I was like 10. Ah, so you built a tolerance since you were a tiny tyke. Colin says, you've got a stomach of steel or something? I know, right? It's very admirable. What makes you pursue the spicy foods in life? Like, you have a great tolerance for it. If you had to pick one thing that you love the most about spicy food, what would be that one thing? Girl says, I don't like spicy food. I like a challenge. I eat it to feel alive. I think that's why Bon likes spicy food, because it kind of helps him wake up. Sometimes it's more effective than a cup of coffee. Wheels of Steel says, well, my last name is Steel. As for why I love spicy food, I just like the tangy feeling of it, especially if it's like on chicken. Ah, you like tangy food. Ugh, I can't stand tangy food. But that's just me personally. I'm glad you enjoy it. That means you get to enjoy a whole different spectrum of food, and I think that's beautiful. And Mr. McGillicuddy says, to quote Obelisk. Did I read that right? Obelix? These people are crazy. Crazy cool and crazy different. I think it's admirable. Next up, we've got, a very cute and very sweet illustration, painting, I think, of 2 hands making a heart. Cute! Let me grab the original source so I can paste it in the chat. There you guys go. And this one came from EG. EG says, I got back into painting IRL after not doing so since high school. This turned out beautiful. It is beautiful. I like it. What's the symbol in the middle? Like, it's outstretched. It looks like a what do you call it? Not an anchor symbol. It looks like a like a target, like when you're shooting a gun. Like there's a word for it. Gosh dang it. Come on, brain, work with me here. I've drawn something like this before. Chat, help me out. A reticle. Yeah, basically, a reticle. Oh, it's a Greek eye. It looks cool. Yeah, and you've got the outstretched pieces going from below the hand and above the hands. I hope you had a good time making this one. It's very, very precious. Also painting, dude. Not bad for a paint. I suck at painting. I can't paint to save my life. I am atrocious. I cannot do it. I went to art school and everything, and they didn't teach me nothing. They just said, here's a canvas. Go buy all of these really expensive art supplies, and they sit you down on a wooden horse and just then say, okay, make art. Go draw the thing in the center of the classroom. There, you're an artist now. And I'm just like, what? Wheels of Steel says, so, we know how you can handle spicy food, but we're at sweet foods. How is your sweet tooth? I love sweets, but you gotta pair it with something. You gotta pair something with contrast. You can't have too many sweets all in one sitting, because here's a good example. At least from my experience. If you have a sugary dessert and you have let's say a sugary drink, like soda or a Coca-Cola. If you drink the Coca-Cola and you eat the sweet, if the sweet is really sweet, you won't taste the Coca-Cola anymore. Sweets can cancel each other out. It's crazy, and I don't know what that phenomenon is called, but it happens to me almost all the time. So what I like to do is I like to have a nice savory dish for the meal, and then have a nice yummy sweet treat afterwards, because I can really appreciate it then. Just like how I have this boba. I had it right after having some wonton soup. I love wonton soup. And Under King says, well, since we're going through flavors at this point, how do we feel about sour? Selectively, I can enjoy sour. Like, there's this Filipino dish called, it's a soup. I really love soups, guys. What's this soup called? Hold on. It's like beef soup, but it's not nilaga. It's sinigang, and it's a salty, savory, and sour soup, and it's really, really good. I like that. I like that kind of sour, and sour with like candy is a really good combination. What else have I enjoyed sour with? Really good questions, you guys. It's fun to ponder these things. And Luna says, my partner gave me the biggest Hershey's Kisses I've ever seen for Christmas. It was as big as the palm of my hand. How did you eat it? Did you eat it? It's a bit of a work of art when you think about it. Wheels of Steel says, here's something small and simple. Little Debbie snack cakes. Preferably zebra cakes or fudge rounds. I have not had one of those yet, so I wouldn't be able to tell ya. Could be something I send Bon out to get in the future. I just forget they exist. The Little Debbie snacks. You know, it's funny. I'm not much of a chocolate kind of person. I don't dislike chocolate. Chocolates have a tendency to cater off into the too sweet territory. They have a tendency to go there, so personally, I like a lot of different sweets, but chocolates I'm always a little cautious around. Like Ghirardelli, ugh. Do not get me started on Ghirardelli. Ugh. It's just it's not good chocolate. Just get an idea. It's like somebody just decided to put the whole bag of sugar in and said, yep, that'll do it. And I'm like, no, it won't. If you wanted my discontinued support, then yes, it did it, but Colin says, I remember I once finished a family friend's chocolate box, and she said no one she knew had finished it, but I finished it just to prove her wrong. Dude, chocolate boxes are so good. In fact, I still have one of my leftover chocolates from Valentine's Day. Hey girl, not much, we're just talking about chocolate. You want to talk about chocolate? What do I have left over in here? Let me see, hold on. Got the big chocolate in the middle, which is the milk salted caramel heart. So when I eat it, I guess I'm eating my heart out. Now I want to eat my chocolate. But how would chocolate taste when paired with taro tea boba? No, I don't want to eat the giant heart. I want to save it for me and Bon. I want to take a bite of half of it, and I want him to have the other half. I like to share the goods, you know? Share the blessings. Food is better with company. And I believe the same thing with sweets. Although Bon, on the other hand, his brain goes off to the moon when he eats sweets. Because he enjoys it so much, brain go empty. Brain go burr. And then he forgets to save me some! I will not. Food grudges. I cannot help. It amazes me just how much he's able to Kirby chocolate. And by Kirby, you know what I mean, right guys? And Grail says, ooh, I just got my Choco Brownie Extreme Blizzard. Good timing. What the heck is... Do they actually... Is it like a shake? I want that. That sounds good. I could go for some chocolate cake. I want chocolate cake now. Okay, I'm eating this round one and it tastes like... I'm not a fan of chocolate truffles that taste like berries. Blech. Mr. McGillicuddy says, want me to post a picture of a treat we have here in Australia? Yes, as long as there's no bugs in the background. Wait, unless the bug is the treat. Oh my god, please don't. And it tastes like berries. I mean, it tastes like, oh, right. I was trying to censor myself in a very unenthusiastic way. It tastes so bad. Let me read the back of the box. Hold up. I gotta flip it. I gotta flip. Oh, wait, that's the cover. This one was a dark raspberry cream. Well, like, berry cream. That's a really cute concept, Wheels Joe. I'll try to keep that in my pocket and challenge myself to draw that. Just to remind me. Alright. Next up, let me keep the show going here. Next up, we've got a post from AZAP that says, it's been a long while since I've sent something here, but these are all the shinies I got my hands on in Pokemon Go. Dude, one of them's a legendary. Is a legendary a shiny? Oh, you got a Komala. I didn't know Komala shiny was in the... Swirlix! Swirlix! Dang, you even got Feebas and Spirit Switchy too. A lot of great, adorable contenders here. You basically have the cutie squad. Very nice. Very nice. Blah, blah. This chocolate isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I hoped for. That's the thing with chocolate boxes. You get some hits, you get some misses, and you gotta take your misses. Oddly enough, drinking the taro boba is actually helping it go down. It's surprisingly an okay combo. Huh. The more you know. Very cool collection. And Colin says, as Mung Dal from Chowders said, a chief must know how to balance the sour with the sweet. Ooh, if you're talking about like orange chicken. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. That's good eating. Mr. McGillicuddy said, posted the treat at the end of the Show Me Live. Sounds goodles. I pray it's not the bug. The treat is not a bug. And next up, we've got more Kirby art. Let me grab the link to the artwork itself and place the chocolates down. Put the chocolates down. Here is the linky links. And it says, what's up, boyo? Ah, it's doing a Bugs Bunny quote. I get it. That's cute. So if Kirby gets different powers like this, what would Bugs Bunny's like power be? Just like classic one-liners, or him making a wrong turn at Albuquerque? That's a weird word. I don't think any of us knows where the heck Albuquerque is anyways. Okay, 2 chocolates left. One I want to share with Vaughn because I know he loves chocolate and I want him to enjoy this one. we've got milk Swiss pecan cream. Okay, I'm gonna eat that one. Now that sounds like a flavor I can get down into. Colin says Toon Force. What is this Toon Force you speak of? Rosa Steele says, it's true King DDD. I'm Kirby, would you like to smack me with a hammer now or till you get home? That's also a quote, isn't it? You guys are combining things and my brain is doing loop-de-loops around them. Hmm? Hmm? It's not bad chocolate, but after coming down from the raspberry, going into butter pecan is like a weird transition. It's getting better. It's getting better with time. You just gotta give it time. Alright, let me put the chocolates back where they came from. There we go. Mills of Steel says... Oh wait, Colin says Bugs Bunny is said to be the strongest Toon Force user. Strongest how? Mills of Steel says, Omer, oh yeah, that was what Bugs Bunny said to Elmer, and Daffy was like, shoot him now! Oh, Western cartoons and their quotes that they could get away with way back when. And that stuff could never air nowadays. The world's too dark for that kind of entertainment. I always enjoyed that it's the rabbit season versus duck season, like, scene. Daffy always got played. Alright, let's see what else is here. Next up, we've got food. We got treats! We got treats from Mr. McGillicuddy! I know this is over my subscription counter, but Sohma asked, here's a Leamington, a sponge cake with chocolate and coconut flakes. Oh, I wish I was eating this right now. My chocolates are wanting. That looks so good. I love coconut. Coconut and chocolate are so good together. Oh my gosh, give me. And Colin says, Toon Force lets Bugs survive anything. Do anything he wants, even the impossible. Because he's a toon. Nothing can destroy a toon. That checks out in my head. I say it's duck season and I say fire. Aw, man. Dude, have you guys ever eaten duck before? Speaking of duck... Duck is really delicious, especially if done right, because it can be done wrong, and it's really a tragedy when you get a chance to eat duck and it's kind of bad, because it's like a delicacy. Mr. McGillicuddy says, speaking of bugs, I just finished watching a Let's Play of an old PS1 game, Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. Dude! I loved that game as a kid. I used to play the game all the flippin' time. It gave me headaches, like most PlayStation 1 games did back then, but I loved that game. Every once in a while, I will literally go on YouTube, I'll look up like an old PlayStation 1 game, and I'll watch somebody else play the entire game from start to finish, and I'm like, yep, that was childhood. Yep. It's so much fun. What I don't understand is, why doesn't, like, the PlayStation Store release more PS1 classics? I mean, they did it for the Vita, so why not for just the normal PS Store? They also did it for the Resident Evil 1s and 2s. Which is why some of you guys have seen that I played Resident Evil 2 in my own spare time, because I just wanted to see if I could do it. You know? You guys ever question yourself now that you're older and you're like, I couldn't do this as a tiny me, but maybe now that I'm older and wiser, maybe I can play it better. Maybe I can just do good. Ooh, Ooh, we've got more treats in the Show Me Live. Wheelman posted, these are 2 snack cakes I was telling you about. We've got zebra cakes. I've never seen that before. But then there's the little, the tiny stamp of Little Debbie in the upper left corner. And the fudge rounds. I'm pretty sure Bon recognizes these. If anybody knows sweets, a sweet treat, it's him. Let me make sure I have everything up. There we go. Mr. McGillicuddy says, yeah, I do that a lot. Also watched a Let's Play of Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Why does that sound familiar? Oddworld. I don't think I've ever played that game, but I might have heard of it at some point. Grey Owl says, I dated a duck once. She said she was a doctor, but she always seemed like a quack to me. But punny! I like it. Colin says, I used to play the Looney Tunes Back in Action movie game. Right, they had a movie. That's right. On the GameCube. The GameCube was a good console. And Colin says, I never beat Bone Tail in the original GameCube's release of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, but I did beat him in the Switch remastered version, because if you get a game over, you restart the battle, and I imagine the battle must be long, which could make that fight rather frustrating. We've got another post. I see you. By Ender, not done with it yet since with the end of the Show Me Live. I guess I could post a work in progress of the Bankla I made, I'd say I work on. It looks good so far. I like it. I like the color scheme too. The gold and blue, very good combination. A lot of details in it too. Oh my gosh. I hope that this is fun for you in the process of making. And Colin says, oh yeah, I read that one. Okay, good. I missed anything. Dudes, I might bring out Resident Evil 2 for the PS1 this October. I might do that just for funsies. I was able to prove it to myself that I can indeed play the entirety of that game. And I got a little confused between the remake and the original at some points, and I was like, wait, this is that, but not this. And I just finished watching Game Grumps play Resident Evil 2, which may or may not have inspired me to want to give it a go. It made me laugh so much because both of them were playing and struggling in the RPD the second they get there. They're fighting for their lives the entire way through it. I'm just like, this is 2026. You guys can do it! Yeah, the PlayStation 1 originals can be pretty tough. Well, it's safe to say they got licked. Pun intended. But they tried to outsmart the game by going a different path, which I thought was pretty creative. Ender King says, I went for a shade of blue that would be mistaken for pink if you squinted. I can see it if I squint hard enough. Colin says, Bonetail has the highest health in the game with a massive 200 HP. And some of the nastiest attacks in the game. Ugh. Sounds rough. Colin says, funny enough, I found out Resident Evil 2 had a release on the Nintendo Swifty 4? Why did I say Swifty 4? Brain, what are you doing? On the Nintendo 64. Oh my god. The girl says, what are your thoughts on the new Resident Evil game? For Requiem? I've only heard about one thing regarding it. What's that emoji mean? Huh? I am curious. What are you hinting at, Grey Owl? I don't understand. I've been avoiding as much content in regards to Requiem as possible because, I mean, I do want to enjoy the game when it comes out. I don't want everybody to spoil everything that's in the game before the game comes out, because social media is known to do that. Liquors are the worst enemy in all of Resident Evil, depending on who you ask. Dude, they really freaked me out as a child. I think I was like, what, 7 years old when I played the game? So I was just a tiny little thing, and I was really, really scared. And I really found it funny and relatable that the Game Grump's reaction to the liquor cutscene was just, ew, 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 and I was like, yes. Good response! The feeling's mutual. It's really heckin' gross, right? And Wheels of Steel says, I just hope Bond doesn't bring up that you died moment when you uploaded that clip to YouTube. Bond contributes nothing. Also, Bond, you died. Gonna bite, gonna bite, gonna bite, 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 bite. I will yell so hard I will spin him to the moon. Who's Daniel? I feel like you're quoting something from, the trailers? Or the leaked content? All I know is that Leon Kennedy's totally in the game. That we're revisiting Raccoon City, even though it's all ashes and debris at this point. Which I think is fascinating. Oh, that Daniel. Referencing one of the the Game Grumps earlier bits. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm not gonna lie, when I caught their playthrough of Resident Evil 2, I was like, I don't know a lot of the things they're referencing because I don't watch a lot of the Game Grumps. I selectively watch them based off of, like, what the content is. If it's a game I enjoy, oh, you can bet I'm totally on board for it. Also, the banter between them two. When one of them kept dying in the game, they're like, you should have picked easy mode. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna pick easy mode. I'm playing normal mode, as the game was intended for people to experience. And I'm all like, I understand these feelings and these motions. To do anything less than normal mode would be insulting. I understand. I can't quote them verbatim because it's not appropriate, but I completely agree with their feeling. Let me see, what would be adjacent to that word? If I play on easy mode, then everybody will know that I'm a weakling. It's a pretty poor choice for synonym, but if you know, you know. Have a good night, Ender. Thanks for joining. And Wheels of Steel says, of course. I know your reaction would be to just bonk Bon if he pointed that out. That you died moment. I would bonk him. Bonking the Bon is a profession of mine. Really a pastime favorite. I also asked him on Valentine's Day, I asked him, hey, can you play a little bit of Resident Evil 1? I just want to see how you do with the tank controls. Go. Play. Go. Play for my entertainment. Go. And I was really taking it back and I was cheering for him because he was doing good. He figured it out. And he was really good at the game. And I'm like, what the heck, dude? You didn't even grow up on this. You did not even grow up on this. How are you thriving in Raccoon City? How are you doing this? This is magical. Whatever you're doing, it's magical. What are lovers doing on Valentine's Day? Me sending Bon into Raccoon City. All right, let's go. I know if I just said to Bon and handed him the controller and was like, you do it, and you do better. He killed a liquor, the first liquor encounter, he killed him with a handgun! With a handgun! I didn't even know that was possible. It's risky. Because if you take too long, you know, they'll probably either lick or slash. They've got a lot of range, those liquors. But with every bullet, he staggered the liquor. And I'm like, what the heck, dude? How are you so lucky? And here I am trying to blast them with flame rounds. Like, preferably between Leon's shotgun and Claire's flame rounds, I prefer Claire's. Like, their weapon. You know the phrase, kill it with fire! Yep. That's definitely a creature I would do that towards. And with that, I think we've reached the end of our Show Me Life for today. If there's anything else you guys want to, like, quickly end on or finish with, let me know. Let me know what's up, and we'll just hang out for a teensy bit more. I wonder if I try to turn on my other monitor. Yeah, I have ideas. Could always do dailies with Zenless. And as it still says, I'm trying to find something really good to post, but I can't find anything. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. We're just here, just chilling, just existing. But I hope you guys had a good time. That is the most important to me. Meanwhile, you guys are planning to lob things at me, and I'm like, excuse you. The disrespect. Want me to post a couple more Australian exclusive sweets? Yes, do it! Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I love food themes. I love food. Food. Girl says, life's been too hectic for me these past few weeks for me to have done all that much work, that much worth sharing. Don't worry about it. Sometimes life can be a little hectic like that sometimes. Also, hello, Cube Laura. Welcome to the stream and hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far. What is this? Anzac biscuits. They look like oatmeal cookies. They look good. What are they made of? What do they taste like? Tell me more. Do. I am noticing we got some oats in the cookies. Is it like an oatmeal cookie? Oatmeal is pretty good too. It's a comfort food, really. Oh no, I drank all my taro boba. Come back. Come back to me. I'll miss you. Taro boba, you have always been good to me. It happens to the best of us. Why do I have a notification here? I don't want to do that. Okay, weird controls here on my UI. Let me see if I can fix this. You guys want to join me for some Zenless Zone Zero dailies? Is this something we could do? Just an idea. Only problem is I can't really see chat right now because I only have one monitor. Why is this monitor off? Oops. My monitor is on an arm, so I'm really trying to pull it over to me. Okay, I see we've got that plug. What if I press the on button? No on. So I think that unfortunately is going to be the end of the Show Me Live. I do apologize that we can't do some after show shenanigans together. But this was fun. I had a good time. Thank you guys for sharing all your sweets and treats with me. It's like my favorite topic in all of topics. Alright, and with that said, I want to wish you guys a lovely rest of your day and your weekend. Ooh, there's one more sweet. Okay, hold up. One more sweet. one more sweet. Cherry ripe? What did I just say about chocolate and berries? And it had to be cherry of all things. Oh, cherry. Oh, the coconut. I have multiple emotions about that. Oh, also we've got some adorable My Little Pony art in the chat. Let me go ahead and grab the links for these. Apologies for my scatterbrainedness. Here's a link to the first one. And here's the link to the second one, which I can grab here. I'm not a fan of cherries. I always give them to Bon when I get the chance. These are adorable, you guys. They're making cookies. I could definitely use some more Christmas cheer, even though it's like, what? We're in February now. I want to go back to Christmas. I'm already ready. Oh, I love how warm everything is in this picture. Like this, the autumn, there is a certain kind of je ne sais quoi and comfy cozy energy that autumn carries. So good. And also got pumpkin pie! Pumpkin pie! I love pumpkin pie. That stuff is the best. You gotta love wholesome duos, right? And Mr. McGillicuddy says, wish I knew, otherwise I would have posted something else. Don't worry about it. We're just chilling. I want to say chilling and grilling, but there is no grilling happening. I want steak. And Gray Owl says, can't believe Pinkie Pie got with Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, it's a crazy universe we live in, especially the My Little Pony gang. And Wilson Steele says, it helps, said AJ and Apple Bloom are so cute. They are! They're very cute. They're never allowed to grow up, like ever. Just, that is forbidden. No growing up for you. Already too precious. Too cute for this universe. You know, I really loved My Little Pony Gen 4. I would really like to go back to then. But I understand that not everything lasts forever. All good things come to an end, sadly. And just like this stream must eventually come to an end. This was fun, you guys. I look forward to doing this again in the future. You guys stay wonderful, awesome, warm, and cozy. And I look forward to the next one. I'll try to have my next schedule up by this Monday. And you guys stay wonderful. Until next time.